This one's for the Oilers fans still trying to process what the hell happened in Game 5. That mess on the ice left a lot of jaws on the floor, and it wasn't just the scoreboard doing the damage. There's serious heat coming from everywhere. Insiders, ex-players, the media, and we've hit a point where some choices could flat out end the season. And let's be real, oil country is running on fumes right now. If you ride with this team, no matter what, hit that subscribe button. Around here, we call it like it is. No sugarcoating. Today's talk is raw, honest, and yeah, a little painful, but it needs to be said. After what went down in Game 5 against Florida, there's no pretending it didn't happen. The pressure is sky high, and the patience from the fan base just about done. We all know the path to this point wasn't easy. It took grit, comebacks, highs, and some straight-up magic. But on Saturday, the ice spoke, and it sure wasn't on our side. Rogers Place was ready for war. Someone just forgot to tell the team. The Panthers hit the ice like they had a mission to complete. And honestly, they were the only ones playing like they knew what was on the line. From 2-0 to 3-0, then 4-1 and 5-2, the final score said it all. They came to close this thing out. We looked like we were just watching it happen. And here's the kicker. After the loss, Paul Bissonnette, ex-NHLer, now TNT analyst, absolutely lit the Oilers up. Said we had too many passengers in a game that meant everything. And he didn't stop there. He dropped this line. They laid an egg at home. Harsh? No doubt. But let's face it, he's not wrong. Biz even gave props to Florida, said they looked locked in coming out of the tunnel, like they were there to dominate. Meanwhile, the Oilers? Flat. No urgency, no energy, no bite. Where's the fire of a team chasing the cup? Now, we're one loss away from watching the Panthers raise the damn thing on our ice. Again. Can you picture that? In our barn. Do the guys in that room get how brutal that would be? Do they have anything left in the tank to flip this series? Around, that's where you come in. Do you still believe this team's got something left? Or are we staring down the end? And if I told you there's already a big name being floated behind the scenes for next season, would that change how you see this team's future? Stay locked in? News like that could shift everything. Think you've seen it all these playoffs? Buckle up, it just got real. The road to the Stanley Cup dream is now hanging by a thread. After everything we've been through, what happened in Game 5 has fans rattled. The team looked lost. The Panthers ran the show. And that scoreboard told the cold, hard truth. Florida controlled the ice from puck drop, grabbed a statement win, and now lead the series 3-2. The Oilers are heading to enemy territory, season on the line. Nothing in their favor. The good news? If they find a way to force Game 7, it'll be right here, on home ice, with the full roar of oil country behind every shift, every hit, every puck battle. But to get there, they've got to win the next one. No excuses, and let's talk about where the pressure's heating up. In net. Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard have been flipping back and forth between decent and shaky. And that could be the difference between playing for the cup or watching it. Coach Chris Knobloch backed. Both guys in the presser said he trusts them. But is that legit, or is he just trying to keep the room from cracking? So I'm asking you, who do you trust to step in the crease and save the season? Drop it in the comments. Share this with every Oilers fan you know. And hit that subscribe, so we keep this community strong. Thought this drama was wild? Wait until you hear what's brewing behind those locker room doors. The next update's gonna hit hard. What went down in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final wasn't just another loss. It was a loud warning. If this team doesn't wake up fast, the story ends here. The 5-2 loss to Florida put Edmonton one game away from losing back-to-back finals. And look, It wasn't just one issue dragging the team down on Saturday. We're talking mistakes across the board, lack of structure, and a squad that looked totally switched off at the worst possible moment. With Game 6 just around the corner, it's do-or-die time in Sunrise. The start was brutal. Slow pace, no rhythm. And by the end of the first, we were down 2-0 with only 3 shots on goal. The second wasn't much better. When McDavid finally got on the board, the game was already slipping. Florida was in full control, smelling blood. And here's where it gets dicey. The decision to start Calvin Pickard in net may have backfired. He looked solid in Game 4, seemed like the safe pick, but in Game 5, he got picked apart. Let in soft goals, couldn't shut the door when it mattered. Would Skinner have done better? And what about Matthias Ekholm? Usually a rock on the blue line. He had one of his worst nights. On the ice for 4 of the 5 goals, started things off with a brutal turnover that led to Florida's first. After that, it unraveled. If he doesn't bounce back, Game 6 might be it. Now let's hit the bench. Chris Knoblauch looked totally out of sync. He pulled Kapanen, who'd been solid for Arvidsson, and it didn't pay off. The boys looked gassed. No system, no urgency. 3 shots in a period, with McDavid and Draisaitl out there. Our power play, usually lethal, went completely missing. 3 chances, 0 threats. Bobrovsky barely broke a sweat. If this team wants to stretch this thing to 7, that special teams unit needs a full reset. They've got to come out flying from puck drop. So now I'm asking again. Do you believe? Can this squad rally and bring the series back to Canada? Or is this the end of the ride? If you think this story ain't over yet, share this video. Drop your take in the comments and smash that subscribe. Let's show 'em what oil country's all about.